Here manager Lee Allinson after an exciting 3-3 draw against Rushden and Diamonds. How did you see the match?
Both teams I felt looked quite lazy first half. Nothing really in it. I said to the boys at half time, it's more like a mid-table end of season game. There's no real life into the game, and come out second half, and again it was a little bit like that. And we've got a bit of luck, to be fair, and got through and scored the first. And then the game really kicked off from there. You know, I felt that they've gone and equalised and probably put us back on the back foot. It's disappointing we're 1-0 up and we're still bombing in the box. I think we've got to stay at home and be a little bit more disciplined. But I can't fault the boys for that, trying to get more goals. And then we obviously get the second with a penalty. I think it's a penalty from where I have. He's clipped his ankles. Yeah, Macca could have gone down a bit easy, but we haven't had any luck this season with pens, so obviously we've got that one. And then Macca's hit a worldie. I thought the kid was different class today, to be fair. And then out of nowhere, I felt very comfortable. I didn't see an issue. It's difficult, Caelan, because it's hurting at the moment. But the referees give a penalty, the first penalty in the 90th minute. That David Longking has cleared the ball up the pitch. It's as simple as that. He hasn't kicked the lad in the head. The lad going in for a diving header to head it in the empty net. David Longking's cleared the ball. We're on the break, and the referee gives a penalty. And he said he kicked him in the head. You can't kick the lad in the head. The lad should be in hospital if that's the case, because David has absolutely cleared his lines really well. So that obviously they got the penalty, and then we're on the back foot, and he's given us a dubious free kick down on, obviously in their defending third. They've put it in the box, headed it across the goal, and Jack shepherding the ball out. The lads run through him. Jack's tried to clear it and hit the lad. To be fair, from where I'm standing, that one did look a penalty. I thought it looked a penalty, and the lad stuck it away to 3-3. So obviously disappointing. Boys are really hurting in there. I felt we'd done enough. I thought we'd done enough to win the game. But it swings and roundabouts in football. You know, did we do enough to beat Royston the other week? That could have gone either way. Today, it's not been our day. Hopefully, our luck will turn in that. But if someone had said to me, Boxing Day and today you get 4 points, I'd have snapped their hands off. So in a way, I'm pleased. I have to take it as a positive. I'm not sure the first one's a penalty in my eyes. I think the lad's cleared the lines really well. And then he's been sent off as well, which didn't help us. So, yeah, it was a double-edged sword there. So, you know, it is what it is. We have to get on with it. I thought Jordan Gent coming in done brilliant, and then Tommy Smith's come on there, and we'll get a good chance to have a look at them two next week at St Ives. But disappointing.
Based on all of what you just said, obviously it is disappointing and it does almost feel like a loss in a way. Do you think a draw is a fair result based on the whole match?
No, I thought we'd done enough. I really did. I mean, I know they had a few. I don't think they had any clear-cut chances. I think they had a few drop in and around the box. I felt we defended them really well. But as I say, I felt we'd done enough to win it on the second half performance. I felt very much in control, and decisions turn game. You know, we go down to 10 men, we lose a penalty, they scored a penalty, and then your back's to the wall for the last couple of minutes. And fair play to them for keep going. You know, Andy's got a really good side here. But when you're 3-1 up, you expect to win games with 2 minutes to go, and we haven't today. And you know, we dust ourselves down and have to go again.
As you said, Johnny McNamara had a phenomenal performance. Why do you feel this game was so well suited to him?
No, it's just Mass Macca. You know, he's a little bit inconsistent at times, but the one thing he gives you is an energy and a work rate. And today was one of his days that he's gone and played brilliantly. And I'd love the kid to have won the game on that finish, because I felt he deserved it with his all-round performance. But it wasn't to be, and you know, we've got to go again. It's no good drawing today and going to get beat on Tuesday at Stratford or at home to Stratford. We've got to recharge the batteries, rest up well, and try and win on Tuesday.
We have a bit of a difficult situation, or you do. When we're coming up to play Flyde, Jordan Gent's obviously cup tied, and Tommy Smith didn't start today. Does this almost clear up the dilemma you have, David Longking getting sent off in a horrible way? Yeah,
in a way. You know, as I said to you the other day, I think it's really important to keep the squad happy. You know, we got here today, and probably at 1:15, Tommy was starting, and we just felt with the way that Stratford played, it might be more suited to Tommy on Tuesday. Listen, I thought Jordan was immense today. He's talking, he's speaking. We haven't really been opened up at all, and that's the disappointing thing. We've conceded 2 penalties in 93rd and 94th minute, and that hurts because they defended like Trojans today and defended well, and they didn't deserve that. But as again, listen, full credit to Rushden for fighting and carrying on, because a lot of teams would have folded there and we'd maybe have gone on and scored another couple, but they didn't. They kept going and they got the rewards. And as I say, you know, David's suspended now next Saturday, so obviously Jordan Gent and Tommy Smith will play together then, and we have to just move on.
What can you tell us about Tuesday's match?
Tough game, really tough game. I talked to Thomas quite a bit. He's a good manager. He's gone in and done miracles there, as far as I'm concerned. They've gone and drawn with Stourbridge today. He's got a really good group of players, a hard-working group. And if we're not at our game, or we start slow like we have done today in Wednesday against Hitchin, it's going to be a real hard afternoon. So we've got to be at it, and hopefully we can come out of it with a win. But it's going to be a real hard game.
Brilliant, thank you.
Cheers.